Hello and welcome to my channel again. Tomorrow I'm going to visit my family. They live about an hour and a half away from me, so I'm really excited to go see them. But while I'm there, I'm going to do a challenge with my sister. I have 3 sisters, but 2 of my sisters are into readings. One is going to be 20 next month, which is just crazy to me, and then one is 16, and they both like reading. So the one who is turning 20, her and I are going to do a reading challenge where we're going to swap books. This is the book that I've picked for her. It's a really cool concept, so it's like kind of like time traveling, kind of historical fiction. So like part of me is kind of scared that she's not going to like it now, because I don't know if she reads historical fiction or not, so I'm a little nervous about it. But she's making me read a fantasy book, which is definitely outside of my comfort zone, so I think it'll be okay. Well, we're gonna make this work. This actually has become one of my favorite books ever. It might be my favorite book. I don't know. Like, when I read this book, I was obsessed, and like I kind of want to read it again. It's so good. Tomorrow I'm going up there, which is tomorrow's Friday. We might start the challenge tomorrow, I don't know, but the majority of it will be spent Saturday doing. This is my sister.
I'm Sierra, Jaden's sister. Oh, I'm 19, about to be 20.
And she loves reading just like me.
Really?
Today we are going to swap books. Well, technically this weekend. I already know what book she has for me, but I didn't like read what it was about or anything.
It's the most craziest book.
So it's time for the reveal
Oh.
of what book I'm going to be reading.
Court of Thorns and Roses. If y'all know, y'all know. This book is so good, and I think she'll like it a lot.
I never read it before. I don't read a lot of fantasy actually.
Oh yeah, it is fantasy.
But I'm excited for it.
It's very fun. Here you go.
So, see, the book I got for you, as soon as I knew we were going to do this challenge, I was like, yep, this is the book I'm going to pick for her. But as it drew to the time where we were going to do it, I got more and more nervous, and now I think you're going to hate it.
Oh.
I have a feeling you're going to rate it like 3 stars.
That's not good.
Or 2 stars.
You better rate this a 5-star. 4-star at the best.
We'll see.
4-star at the best.
I don't love
I'm
fantasy, so I don't know.
No, but it's not like... It's a good start to the fantasy.
Oh wait, I'm not going to read the back or anything.
Okay.
I'm going to go get her book.
Oh, okay.
Alright, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Open your eyes.
Open your eyes.
Nothing.
You don't got no book?
JK.
Oh.
I told you about this book.
You did? What? I don't remember.
It's about the time traveling girl.
Oh!
She wakes up at one time. So I don't know if you're going to like it because it's historical fiction, and I don't know if you like historical fiction.
No, you explained it very
But
interestingly.
it's really good. And the end will have you... It's so good.
Okay.
I hope you like it. But this is the only way I think I can get you to actually read it.
Is
I
it
literally...
number 1?
Yeah.
It's a series?
It's a series.
This
Once
one
you
is
get
the
to the-
worst book out of all of them.
Once you get to the end, you'll like want to read the second one immediately. I
Okay,
think.
same. That's literally the same. Like, you won't...
Yeah. I think you'll like it. I
So
hope you like
is it like, it ain't really fantasy, it's just like
No.
swapping.
Yeah.
Stopping. Wait.
I told you that?
Yeah.
Oops.
You said
I told you that.
You said I'm gonna tell you because you're probably not gonna read it anyway.
Well, that's a huge spoiler.
Oh, my bad.
You won't know what
Yeah.
that means.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, I just
Until it
remember.
happens and you'll be like,
I just
oh,
I remember which one.
okay. Well, enjoy your book. I hope you like it.
I
I'm
hope
scared
you
that
like
you
it.
won't, because it's not like anything you read.
That's how I feel about this.
But that's one of the reasons why I wanted to give it to you, so that you can read something out of your comfort zone.
That's not why, because this book was just so life changing for me.
This is my favorite book ever now.
Oh, really?
After I read it, yeah. It's probably my favorite.
Okay.
Like,
This
it's
one
really
isn't
good.
my favorite of the series. It's not my favorite book ever. It's actually the worst one out of the series, but it
But it's gonna hook me, and I'm
Yeah.
gonna have to read the rest of it.
like you cannot read the end of this book and be like, I'm never reading this. Like, you have to read the second book.
Okay.
You have to.
Well, I guess that ends this intro.
See y'all.
Who said that?
What did you say?
Was that Chris?
Look at my cool reading setup. Look at that. It just looks like I want to read right there. It's 11:11 and we're still reading. I'm only on chapter 7, I think.
She won't get past the dang on.
And I'm stuck on this page. I keep getting distracted is the problem. And you're the problem. You're the reason why. A new person is joining our challenge.
They can see you.
I'm gonna go pick a book for her to read. Are you ready to see your book? Alright. Da 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 da!
Oh, I know this. I know her.
To get good because Jaden, it gets so good. Like I'm actually embarrassed because right now it's so bad.
We actually watched a movie about this. Is on page 4. I just turned the page right now.
And I'm on page 64. And I also just changed the page.
What page are you on?
Yeah, I'm on chapter. I don't know what chapter, but on page 79.
I'm on 64.
I'm on 4. Chapter 1.
She just started.
Yeah.
But also she has a small, way smaller book compared to ours.
Hi.
So far, it's actually kind of boring. I ain't gonna lie. Sorry, Sierra. But even she keeps like asking me after every single time I turn the page. She's like, "Have you gotten to this part yet? What's happening? What's happening?" And I'm like, "Girl, they're just describing what's going on. Like nothing's happening yet." So I can't wait till it picks up a little bit. It's interesting. I just gotta get to the point.
Yeah.
Okay, my book right now is basically talking about school pictures. Right now, I think.
I don't really know.
Oh,
It's really interesting. I like the going back and forth between the years. I don't like the 1700s. Just like she kind of is making me mad because she's not even trying with the 1900s. She's not even trying to like enjoy it a little bit. Like at least try. Like how do you know? Like you just only tried in the 1700s. Like you didn't even attempt. Like you knew from the start basically that you wanted to be in the 1700s.
We're gonna get back to reading again.
oh yeah.
Hello, it's been a few days since the last things that I've recorded for that book swap video. After what you just saw, my family and I ended up going to a waterfall near their house. Me and my sister took our books there and we read, but I forgot my phone and I forgot my camera, so I didn't record any of it, but thankfully my mom got a few shots of us there and my sister let me use her phone to take some pictures because it was so beautiful there and it was very calming and just, it was nice to be there and read. I really enjoyed my time there. What you're going to see is some of that footage from when we went to the waterfall, but I wasn't able to give a transition video or anything. So that's what you're about to see.
Right now.
What did I miss?
That was so beautiful. Oh.
Alright, so we finished our books. We finished at about the same time.
Yeah, which was a surprise.
Which is crazy because I was so behind. But thankfully I was able to read in the car, and she gets car sick, so she wasn't able to read in the car, so I was able to catch up a little bit.
I'm not gonna hold you guys. I definitely guessed the plot twist. So fast.
She did.
But I just guessed outside the box, way outside the box. Anyways, y'all, so I was so sick. I will not go into details. It ended up working in my favor. Exactly how I wanted it. So I'm very, very happy about that. And also, I don't know, it was just so good. I was literally crying. When a book makes you cry, that's how you know it's a good book. And that's a lot of books because I cry a lot. That's just how I show my emotion. It made me angry sometimes, but that's how you know it's a good book, when it makes you cry, it makes you angry, it makes you happy, all the things, it makes you feel all the feelings. And the ending was just too good, so I'm gonna have to get that second book and read it for sure, because girl, the ending, that's all I'm gonna say. It was just mad good. I rated 5 stars.
You give it 5 stars?
Yeah, I give it 5 stars. At first, not gonna hold you guys, when I first picked it up, I was like, 1 star. I was literally 1 star. And then I was like, alright, maybe 3 stars. And then I was like, alright, 4 stars. And then at the end, it definitely caught me as a 5-star book. 100%.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. You liked it.
Yeah.
I do want to say this. Our reading styles were very different. After every single sentence, practically, she had to talk about it.
Yeah.
And when I was reading, I was just, reading and thinking about it and stuff. And so I think I made her nervous that I wasn't enjoying it because I wasn't talking about it like she was after everything. But to be honest, it is kind of dry.
At first.
It is kind of dry. I mean, I was never going to give it 1 star, even when it was super duper dry at the beginning.
This isn't the kind of book I would usually read.
So, as I was reading it, it was kind of, she kept saying, after this, it's going to get interesting. After this, it's just going to flow. After this. And it didn't. And so, I feel like that's another reason why I didn't like it as much. But even still, I was like, I'll give it 3 stars. I'll give it 3 stars. It's interesting. I want to know what happens. That's the main thing. Is I just wanted to keep reading so I could figure out what happened. I pressed through. The words are so tiny on these pages. To me, at least, they're so tiny. And so, like, reading it was very stressful for me. And I like reading, that's why I like reading ebooks better than paperback books, because I can make my words real big and I can only see certain things. Like, whenever I see all this, it's like overwhelming to me.
Too many words.
Too many words.
Yes.
Once you start reading it and you get into it, it hooks you. It does. And you need to know what happens. I read the end and she was like, you're going to want to read the second one after it. And I read the end and I was like, I don't think I'm ever going to finish the series. Like, I like this. In fact, I'm rating it 4.5. And the only reason why I'm not rating it 5, because it would be a 5-star read because it's so good. But only because the beginning was so dry. Like, it took me way too long to get into it. She also said that this one's the worst one. So if the worst one is 4.5, that's hopeful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it makes me want to read the next book. And she started telling me stuff, and like, she didn't give too many spoilers, I don't think. So it really makes me want to read it, though, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Is because, like, at first I'm like, what's the storyline going to be like? But anyway, it makes me interested, and I think I am going to read the second book now. I think you picked a good one for me. If it wasn't for the title launch, I probably would have DNF'd this book. And I don't even DNF, but I probably would have, because, like, it was taking me so long to get into it. But I'm glad I didn't.
I can't DNF a book.
I never have, but I think I would have with this
You think
book.
you would have? No, I literally have to force myself to read.
Alright. Hello, it's me again, editing Jaden from the future. So while we were recording, I don't know exactly when it happened, but my camera turned off in the middle of us recording, so I'm not sure what all was said. So I'm just going to give an outro, and I have no idea what has already been said. I ended up rating A Court of Thorn and Roses 4.5 stars. Yeah. And it was really good. I really enjoyed it, especially up to the end. The beginning was kind of slow, and it took me a long time to get into it. And even still, it didn't, like, hook me that much. I'm not super into fantasy, and a lot of it was just kind of confusing, honestly. But once you get there, it's pretty good. And at the end, and after I talked to my sister a little bit about the second book, like, I now want to read it. So there's that. And I think she rated the book I gave her 5 stars. And at first she said she was going to rate it 1 star. Like, she did not like it at all, which I was really afraid of. But I think she ended up liking it. She ended up crying through it. I didn't even cry during it, and it's one of my favorite books ever. So that says a lot. I don't know why I didn't cry through it, though, because there are some times where maybe I should have. But anyway, those are both really high ratings, which is really awesome. Like, we both enjoyed the books that we gave each other, I think. And I think it was just awesome to do this video, to do this challenge, because it helped us to give each other books that we normally wouldn't pick up and read by ourselves. Because we both like reading, and so, like, sometimes when you read the same thing or the same genre, I mean, it just gets kind of monotonous. I think that's the word. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed my family. We're crazy, and there's a lot of us, but I just love my family so much, and I'm so thankful that I was able to spend this weekend with them. I miss them so much already, of course. That's how it is, but I'm so thankful for the time that we had together. I'm thankful that I was able to do that challenge with my sister. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.